This week, Damon Lopez is answering your questions. Damon's role on the number 12 Verizon Wireless Chevy of Will Power is air jack. So, can you explain exactly what your role as air jack entails?
Sure. As the car comes into the pits, I'm going to run behind the car, and that's where we have the fitting for the air jack. It's located by the attenuator in the back of the car. I have an air jack wand. It's probably about this long. I'd say maybe 2 feet long. Runs about 400 psi of air pressure, and I plug it into the car comes up. You don't have to be that fast. You want the fueler to get plugged in first, but you also want to be able to get it up in time for the tire guy so it doesn't throw their rhythm off when they're taking their nuts off and changing their tires. And the most important aspect of that is not to drop the car until everybody's done and have their nuts back on. So that's about covers it there.
What are your week responsibilities at the shop?
When I'm at the race shop after a race, I'm in charge of the tire department. So I have an inventory of wheels and tires. So I go through all the wheels after every race. Basically, mostly involves cleaning, getting them cleaned and polished again, but also physical inspection just to make sure that there's nothing wrong with them and we don't need further inspection of the wheel. So, and I get them back ready again and mount some. I mount and dismount setup tires for the next event also.
How did you get into the position you are in today?
I was living in Ontario, California, and when they built the Fontana track, the day it opened, their first year it opened, there was an ad in the paper, and I ended up working with Penske Hospitality. And from there I moved up to the racing experience part of the company, and then on to the race team as a truck driver, and then I moved into the role as a tire department.
What is your fondest memory working at Penske Racing?
That without a doubt is being able to be part of winning the first Indy 500, being a part of the winning team and contribute to that. And you know, as a fan and as a kid growing up, you always watched that race and never really thought that you'd be there one day to help win it. So that definitely winning the first one was the fondest memory ever.
Out of all the racetracks you've been to, which has the best food?
Well, that's kind of a tough question because we have our own hospitality, and we kind of eat that food every week. So I kind of think wherever I go, I'm going to eat well. You know, our kitchen staff's very, very good, and our food's pretty good. But I guess the 2 California tracks, or anywhere in California, gives you a big variety to go out and have different meals too. So,
what advice would you give to someone wanting to work on a pit crew?
The first thing is initiative and practice. You can't wait for a position or opportunity to become available and then try to get ready. I practiced for years and years with not even knowing if I would be on a pit crew or if there would be an opportunity to be on one. But I practiced there anyway, and so just keep on, if you have the opportunity to practice or get some experience, just keep on doing that. That way when the opportunity does arise, you'll be ready for it.
And that was Damon Lopez answering your questions, air jack for Will Power's number 12 Verizon Wireless Chevrolet in the IndyCar Series.